Okay, cool. Pretty much, man, just dealing with school lately a lot because tests are coming up now. You know, it's getting towards the end of the semester, so trying to balance that really in the 4% and Shopify, Macari. Just it's been tough the last couple of weeks, but I'm handling it.
That's good. That's good, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah. How's Makari doing?
really good. I just sent out 70 pieces of product today, so I mean I'm pretty much making about $20 a sale, and I can do about 50 sales a day, 30 to 50 sales a day. So I mean it's a pretty quick a money scheme if you can get the right product. Pretty much just buy in bulk and put it on Macari, let it sell, and ship it out. You know, within 2 or 3 days, and you're good.
That's so cool,
So,
man. That's
but
really
I
cool.
mean, it's bringing in $500 to $1,000 a day though. So if you really push it, so.
Yeah. That's so cool, man. That sounds really cool. That sounds really cool. That's so cool, right? It's like you're like crushing it. Like no one in your probably your class isn't making any money yet, and you're like, oh man, I'm making all this money and stuff.
Dude, they're all broke, man.
I can't wait to get a job. I can't wait to get an intern. And
Yeah,
you're like, oh
exactly. I mean, hey, that was me a couple months ago, man. You know.
yeah, you're getting all these rings. Ding, ding, ding. They're
Yeah,
like,
but
listen,
it's kind
come
of
on.
crazy because it's like I already got a job, accepted, and everything. But it's like, you know, man, if this really takes off, like at the rate it's going, you know, I mean, I don't even know if I'll go. So.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, bro. So you have a good problem. One of the things that I read in this book called Instinct by T.D. Jakes, and he said something really powerful. He said that most people think that in order to grow and get to the next level, they have to subtract what they're doing. And he said, in reality, you don't have to subtract. You can actually multiply if you build systems and processes in your business. I was like, wow, that's really good. That makes a lot of sense, right? It's true because I know for myself, even there's been times where I'm like, man, maybe I should cut back on this. Maybe I should do this. But it's when you're able to take what TD just mentioned there. I mean, TD does a lot of things. He does, he preaches. He's got ministries. He got this. I'm sure that man has got a lot of stuff on his plate, but he's managed to build systems and processes that allow for him to do things right, and we can learn from that guy. So even though you are doing a lot of things, man, that's really awesome. I'm sure that you're finding ways to automate things for your business, which is really cool, man. So what I want to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and screen share, okay?
Okay.
And here's what I want to do really quickly, okay? This stuff is cool and everything. Okay, we'll talk about this in a second, and then just give you a quick thing real fast here, and then this is going to be a cool part. We're going to break down some numbers here, and we're gonna talk really quickly. So what I want to do really quickly, obviously, okay. So we're in the 4%. You're in the 4%. Okay. The 4% is phenomenal. It's really awesome. And really, where things start to really make an impact on everyone's side is the prize possession is techademics, right? That's the back end. That's what basically everyone's that's really what's really going to improve the quality of our life, because our finances are going to be massively impacted, right? Every time we get a sale, that's $4,800, and we get closer to the matching million bonus, which can really just completely put us on another level, being able to hit those kind of goals. Hold on one second. Individuals who are just getting the taste. Yeah, I don't understand how I end up in these webinars. I think it's enough for them. They're getting smarter and smarter.
You signed up to too many email lists, man.
They're getting so smart, man. It's crazy. I'm like, how is my phone's just randomly turning on and it's a webinar?
Hey, that's a great marketing strategy.
Man, smart. I'm like, I didn't sign up for that one. Anyway, yeah, that's really funny. So obviously what I want to do here, going back, is, we have to remember that the prize possession, right, is going to be techademics right there, right? Techademics for many reasons. Number one, obviously, because it's going to give us It's going to give everyone the opportunity to be able to leverage, the ability to make a lot of money and just from one referral, but also because aside from making a lot of money, it's also going to give us the opportunity to really sharpen our skill sets. And I'm going to quickly just go through this really fast, and then we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes. Really what I want to talk about today is going to be, we're going to talk about Tech Mastermind. We're going to talk about how to hit your income goals. We're going to break those numbers down. And then we're going to talk about some bonuses here. Let's I just kind of want to play with this because I think you kind of already know the benefits of Techademics. I don't think I have to go through that. This is just something I'm going through with some new members. So really quickly, okay, I'm not sure if this is covered anywhere. And I think it's important for you to understand how this works. And I think that when you have a visual, like when you can visualize something in front of you, you can actually see how it works. It gives you that understanding, and that understanding can increase your performance level even beyond what you think you're already producing. So what I want to talk about is there's going to be 3 steps in how this thing works. So the first step is going to be called the activation step. Now, let me make something clear here real quick. What we're about to start talking about right now is going to be how we make a lot of money having Techademics on the back end with 4%. That's what we're going to be talking about. So that's, we're obviously talking about 4%, and 4% is really what's warming people up before they taste Techademics. But I want to make sure you understand this because this part sometimes kind of fades out in the background. I haven't really seen a clear explanation on this. I've actually had to go through a couple of things to put all this together. So I want to help you get clear on how you actually get paid, like how money works. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, man.
Okay, cool, awesome. Oh my God, already, that's crazy.
I
So
have a brief overview of it, but definitely this visual definitely give me a solid foundation on it.
that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So the first step is going to be activation. Okay, so when it comes to promoting Techademics, which is what the back end product that 4% has right now at this moment, which is the college, which is awesome. Okay, when it comes to doing that, there's 2 ways you can activate. So like what I mean by activation is basically mean activating and positioning yourself to receive those commissions, right? There's 2 ways you can do that. You can either buy the product, which, this is what everyone else is going to end up. This is what everyone's going to end up doing because for a couple of reasons. Number one, you're gonna like. Actually, this is the best one, I personally think, which is going to be the rich connections that you're going to make from all over the world. There's going to be people from all over the world coming to this one location, one place, and it's going to be held every quarter, which means that that's going to be 4 times a year, okay? And it's going to be for an entire week, which is about 30 hours of learning, okay? And if you do that, that means that in a year's tuition would be equivalent to 120 hours of learning. Right? And the coolest part about this is you're going to meet other people, other business connections. You're going to meet business partners, JVs, mentors. There's going to be a lot of stuff that happens here that is just so crazy that it'll blow your mind. I mean, you're honestly, here's one of the things that I've learned. Okay, this like a couple of weeks ago, I ended up going to this crazy event where we were all naked and stuff, and I'm not sure if you saw that video. Did you see that video?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a really weird video. I had a couple I had a lot of people hitting me up. Some gay guy, I have some gay friends or whatever, which is cool. I mean, I don't discriminate. Some of them were hitting me up. They're like, "Oh, dude, where are you at?" I'm like, "Oh, hold on, man. That's not what you think, okay?" So, anyways.
Yeah, y'all look pretty lit, man.
Yeah, it was dope, man. It was so much breakthroughs, man, that were happening. But here's what I really became aware of, right? So the first time I went to this, it was an event. It was a free event, and there was like about 500 people, like a lot of people. Okay. Then at the end of the event, right? I mean, it was really good, and then they offered like an upsell. It was like, hey, well, if you like this, then we're gonna be having this upcoming weekend. You can be there. We're gonna da da da. And what I ended up realizing is I ended up buying the event, which is the video came from that. And when I ended up buying it, I literally saw a room that was like 500 people, and it shrunk to about like 70, 80 people. Okay. In that 70 to 80 people, here's what ended up happening. Number one, I mean, it wasn't that crowded anymore. But number two, I ended up meeting this real estate agent who has about $1.1 million in assets and property. Really successful guy, young guy. Okay, he's like a year older than you. I'm actually older than him, right? And I met him. Okay, we became like really close buddies, like really cool buddy. Like we became like broskies brothers. Okay, in one weekend. And I also ended up meeting this other millionaire who has 21 companies, and this year he's gonna have like 26 companies. He's like an investor.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I also met a lot of other cool people. But now here's the deal. Okay. It was not hard to meet those people. Like, I mean, I think I think I'm an okay person when it comes to communicating and socializing with people. But honestly, I basically just stumbled. I mean, it was almost like inevitable to run into those kind of people. And the reason why is because all of a sudden, when I decided to pay for the bigger package, it instantly got rid and weeded out all the people who probably don't have any money, probably not successful, probably are not serious, and it left me with the cream of the crop. And in that situation, if that was you, or if that was anybody, it's almost like you're just bound to run into someone successful, because now you're at a different level, because everyone who's at that level has bought something, and the fact that they bought something, it's qualified them, and it's made a quality friendship. I don't know. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I actually watched your. Didn't you do a live stream about that?
Yeah, yeah, I did. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, cool. So that was just that event. I mean, I met a real estate agent, and I met a millionaire, and then this past weekend, I ended up going to San Diego, and I hung out. I hung out with this millionaire. I was chilling in his mansion. We became like friends. And this guy's way older than me, right? And he was introducing me to his family, and he's got this nice mansion. He had this Lambo. I took a picture with his Lamborghini and stuff. Like that wasn't my Lamborghini. That was his whole place, right? And it's crazy because who would think that that by me deciding to purchase the higher level, it instantly connected me with these people, right? That's a really big connection to have. He's going to be going to the event in November. So I mean, when he sees Techademics, he's just going to end up doing it because he has the money to do it. But the reason why I share that with you is because this is going to be the same thing. You see, this is not just going to be random people flying to Phoenix, Arizona to attend the college. These are going to be the highest of the highest caliber people, quality people, and you could be one connection away from completely boom, exploding to the next level, because that's what one connection does, right? So anyways, I think that's the best part about it. Obviously, there's going to be a structured way of learning, which, like, I mean, come on, let's face it, online, we're always buying training courses. Some of them suck, some of them don't. There's really no structured way of learning. It's like you're picking from here, picking from there. The next thing is you're going to learn a profitable skill set with the college, okay? Meaning that you can lose everything, but what you can't lose is what's in between your ears, which is your brain, your experience, your knowledge, right? Your profitable skill sets. What Chris Rucker is doing is that he's bringing all of the brightest minds. It's not just going to be teachers who teach from a textbook. It's going to be teachers who are actually getting results in what they're teaching, right? That's phenomenal. And on top of that, okay, it's going to be premium education. The curriculum has been put together by PhD teachers in learning of science, and they've given this curriculum to the teachers, and now they can teach in a structured way. And the reason why it's premium, because there's a lot of education out there, but this is premium because it has the ability to take you from A to Z and get you to the result way faster than from going from A to D to D to A to, that's kind of how you learn online. So I just wanted to kind of quickly review that. Okay, now that what we're going into is how you make a lot of money. Okay, how you make a lot of money is by buying the product. So obviously you could see why most people are going to end up buying the product. Okay, so if you buy the product, if you just decide to go all in and buy the Techademics product, which is the college, which is going to be a 1-year tuition for 2 people, 120 hours. You meet 4 times a year for 1 week every time that you meet. So if you buy the product, you're automatically activated. If you don't buy the product, then you have to pass up sales to become activated in promoting the college. Now, I have a rule, and one of the rules is that, same kind of rule that Vic does is like, I won't promote anything that I'm not personally, that I haven't gone through it. I mean, it would be really, really hard for me to even do this Because the next question would be, well, do you have the product? And they'd be like, no, I don't have the product. Well, why am I going to buy the product then if you don't have the product? You know, so anyways, so here's what we're going to end up doing. We're going to do it. We're going to do an example here. Okay. So let's just say you buy the product, because I know you're interested in buying the product. Okay. So let's just say you buy the product. Boom, you're activated. Here's what the next step looks like. This is going to be the certification step. Okay. So how the certification step works is this. Your first 2 sales are going to get passed up to me. Now, here's the deal though. They're not going to be entirely passed up to me, meaning you're going to get half of that. I'm going to get half of that. Okay. Now, this is what Chris Record calls affiliate marketing with leverage. It's not network marketing because it only goes down 2 tiers. And on top of that, you're only making sales off of your personal sales, and you're overriding the person you brought sales. So it's really what he calls affiliate marketing with leverage. So anyways, here's how it works. Okay. So let's say, I don't know how many people you have on, but let's just say there's two, you already have people, so I can actually even do this. So let's just say, I'll just throw in random names. Let's just say you brought in Bob and you brought in Chris. Okay. So if you bring in Bob and Bob goes all the way through, okay, and he goes to the college, okay, 20% is going to go to you and 20% is going to go to the mentor, which happens to be me. Okay, which means you walk away with $2,400. I walk away with $2,400. Okay, you do that again. You walk away with $2,400. I walk away with $2,400. Okay, meaning that in the first 2 sales, you'll make $4,800, and I'll make $4,800. But then after the 2 sales, here's what's going to end up happening. Okay, here's a little quick picture. Okay, so the first 2 sales. Okay, that's $2,400. That's $2,400 because that's what I want to do. I want to personally help you get to that level because I'm invested into your success for a couple of reasons. Okay, one of them is because I'm going to make money from you. Okay, I know that sounds kind of weird, like like money hungry or anything like that, but no, not really. I mean, that's cool and all, but I find a lot of joy in being able to pour into people, believe in people, and helping them get results. I definitely don't hide behind the computer, and I actually find that way more fulfilling than anything else when I see someone get results. So I really want to help you, like really get to the next level with this. And also when I do that, I get paid. So if we look at this little chart here, the first 2 sales are going to get passed up to me, but you're keeping half of that. And then the third one, you get the whole commission on that one. You get the $4,800 completely. That's going to be yours. The fourth one, you get to keep that whole thing, $4,800. The fifth one, you're going to pass that up to me. You're going to pass up that commission to me, but you're not passing up the whole commission. You're only passing $2,400 up to me, okay? And then you just go back. So then on the next line, you get to keep the whole $4,800, the $4,800 here, $4,800 there, $4,800 there, and then you pass up on the 10th. So really, to keep things really, really simple, you're passing up your first 2. And you're passing up every 5th sale up to me. That's it. So the first 2, once you pass those up, once you get past the certification stage, then after that, you're good to go. And then you're just passing every 5th. Now, right now, it seems like I'm the only one benefiting from this, but let's do this vice versa. Let's say you bring in Bob, okay? Bob is going to pass up his first 2 up to you, which means that just from Bob alone, you can make about $4,800 from the jump by helping him get to the next level. And then you're gonna get an override sale every fifth referral that Bob brings in. He's shooting you up to $2,400. So you could hopefully you can see the impact and the effect in being able to leverage, because that's what we're doing. We're using leverage, like with affiliate marketing, to get us even closer to the next level. So that's kind of how that works, okay? And then the third level is the compensation level. That's step 3, which we kind of already talked about. Okay, after you finish the first 2 sales, you're going to keep 40% of everything, which means you're basically keeping the entire commission because that's how much Techademics pays out. 40% of $12,000 is $4,800. And then you're passing up every 5th sale, you're passing up 20% to me. And that's kind of how that works. Okay, you have step 1, the activation phase, which you can either activate it by buying the product or by just passing up the sales, okay? Step 2, okay, and when you buy the product, Okay, the certification phase, the way this works is you have to pass up your first 2 sales to me. You keep 20%, I keep 20%. Once you clear that, you're good to go. You're golden. And then the third step is the compensation, which is after you pass up the 2 sales, you're making 40% on each referral that goes to the college. And then obviously every 5th sale, you're passing up to me. Now, here's how this would look. So let's just say you don't buy the college because you go, well, the college, I'm not going to buy the college. That's fine. I mean, that's, it's cool, whatever. But I mean, you're definitely going to miss out on all this cool stuff. But the way that would work, the way you would actually be certified would be you'd actually have to pass up entirely your first 2 sales. So you wouldn't make any commission. Okay, you wouldn't make any commission. Now, I've promoted high ticket products in the past, and I can tell you one thing is the most important thing for you to do in the very beginning is to taste. You need to taste high ticket commissions, because if you don't taste high ticket commissions at the very beginning, it's not very motivating. Like you're passing up $4,800 entirely up to me. It's like it's $4,800 that you could have made is being passed up. Okay, and in the very beginning, you need to taste that. It's like when I get involved in anything, it doesn't even matter. Like, I need to taste it. When I get a taste of it, it gives me so much energy, and it gives me so much purpose, so much fire, so much drive that it helps. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
The kind of feeling that I get. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I know that's real.
Yeah. Like it's an amazing feeling. Okay, if how long can you go without tasting that, right? I mean, most people quit a business because they don't taste that. They never get to taste it. It's like, how long can you stare at that amazing piece of steak, that $50 steak that's just sizzling there? Okay, how long can you just stare at it? Okay, and then but you can't eat it. It's like, what the hell? I can't
Exactly.
eat it. It's like, no, you can't eat it because there's a glass over it. You can't eat it. You can just look at it. It's like, how long are you going to do that before you go, oh, screw this. I'm just going to go to McDonald's and freaking buy a cheeseburger because I can get that. So it's the same thing, right? So it's important. It's important for me and for you to be able to taste that high ticket commission. It's important for you to go to your mailbox, open up your mailbox, and then you have a high ticket check there in your name that says, this, for thousands of dollars. If I can get you to taste that, it's over. If you can taste that, it's over. And what I mean by it's over, that sounds kind of negative. It's not like it's game over. But what I mean by that, it's weird because I don't know why. I guess it's like a new age thing, like us young people. Like a lot of the slang that we use is like, oh, that was so sick, or that was so dope. Or, like I remember I was doing this in Chicago and some old lady came up to me. She's like, oh my gosh, what do you mean that's so sick? I'm like, oh, it means like that's cool. And she was like, oh my god, yeah, it's so funny. It was funny. But no, what I mean by it's over is that what that does is that adds a new level of confidence that you've never had before. It adds a new level of it gives you to taste. It's like once you taste that, it's over. Your body needs it. It's kind of like when like a heroin like when someone that starts doing drugs. Once the body tastes those drugs, it just needs it. It starts But this is not that's that's like the negative side of it. But what if you can taste this and you can use it to move forward along your journey and to give you more capital to do whatever you want to do with it and to to make more money that way. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. So I wanted to quickly cover this because you pretty much know all that. But before I move into the numbers, which is going to be this part, which is going to be the fun part, does that make sense? And if there's anything that I wasn't clear on, do you mind sharing that with me, or does
Oh
that make
yeah.
sense?
Yeah, it makes total sense. I actually had like I said, I pretty much understood it from the beginning, but like definitely seeing it in picture, like I said, solidify it. But I do have one question. Are these steps per product, or is it applied across the board for all purchases? Like, how does that work?
Great question. Yeah, so the way this works is per product.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if we just focus on getting people all in, it's kind of just like one product, because if we get them all in,
Exactly.
which is the elite level, they're buying everything in one shop. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
They're
that's
buying
kind of
everything in one.
why we're creating that wrapper and the 4%. Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, so cool. So now what I want to do really quickly Dude, that Instagram account that I just started growing. By the way, I don't do anything except. I mean, I do no maintenance. I mean, okay, I'm lying a little bit now. I'm sounding a little hypey, but I do nothing,
You know
and
that
it
very,
just
very
okay.
minimal entrepreneur maintenance.
Very, very minimal. Like only thing I do is I just schedule my posts an entire week ahead, so it kind of feels like I do anything. But I'm about to reach 1,000 people, man, and I'm getting like close to 4,000 impressions every week. I'm getting like close to 1,000 profile views, and dude, it's getting pretty insane, man. It's getting pretty insane.
Dude, that's sick, man.
And like the momentum's just building, dude. And you know what? I was looking into a couple of things. I can even sell this down the line if I wanted to,
Exactly.
um, but it's getting to the point where I can. One thing that I will do too is once I start getting more clicks, more sales from this, I'm going to start selling ad space, and I can even rent it out. Like for example, I could be like, all right, I can like if you wanted your link to be on my page, I can
It's
charge.
kind of like a shout out.
Yeah, like a shout out. You can get paid anywhere from $15 to $300 for shout outs, depending on what kind of results they can deliver. So I
Dude,
mean,
there's some people even getting thousands, man.
yeah, dude. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, it's still like a baby, but it's growing pretty well, and I'm not even following a lot of people. So then the follow to follower ratio, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, let's stay focused here. Okay, cool. So, all right, why don't we do this for a second? Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna transition something here, okay? Because I want to make sure now we're transitioning, so our mind can open up to other things now. So we just finished talking about how the compensation plan works. What I want to now do is I want to break down your income goal into tangible, real numbers, okay? It's kind of like, I don't know who said it. I think Ty Lopez said it. He says, you want to think realistically, but you want your vision to be huge, okay? You want to think realistically, but you want your vision to be big, okay? So you want to kind of like work locally, but think worldwide, okay? That's kind of how he mentioned it. So right now, okay, I know you've got a lot of other, side streams of income and primary streams of incomes that you're working on, which is really inspiring. Honestly, it's really awesome. But just with this project that you're working on right now, what would be realistically the income goal that you would like to start making per month?
Honestly, from the 4%, from the front end, I mean, I would honestly be happy with like anywhere in like the 5 to 10 range, right now to start out with, and then, just keep that back end from the tech academics. But I mean, honestly, I have big vision. I'm thinking like $10,000-$20,000 a month plus.
Cool.
I mean,
so do you want to go with the middle one, like 15,000? Is that what you want to do? Like you want to go with the middle one?
let's shoot it high, man.
Okay, so we'll go with 15,000 here. Okay, 15,000 right there. Bam, 15K. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna break down these numbers. Okay, so what I have here is 4% tech, impact, and masters. Okay, when you buy the whole thing, it's called elite or whatever. Okay, that's what I have. So here's the deal: with the 4% being completely set up, okay, here's what's gonna happen. This is kind of worst case scenario too. I mean, people can buy more, but worst case scenario, okay, every time someone buys the 4%, you're making 22.16. Okay, anytime someone buys ClickFunnels, you're making 38.80. You're making 40% residual income on ClickFunnels, which I think is kind of phenomenal, honestly. I think it's pretty cool. 40% of $97 comes out to 38.80. Okay, when it comes to ClickMagick, the first month, ClickMagick is giving you 100% of the commission. 100%. Okay, and then afterwards, every month is going to be 35%. Okay, 35%. And then GetResponse is going to be 33% residual income, which is like $4.95. I didn't even add Aweber or lead pages because worst case scenario, people are not going to buy both. I mean, some will by accident, but I mean, they'll realize quickly like, oh, these two do the same thing.
Exactly.
So here's the deal. So if someone goes through this entirely, meaning you refer someone, and I can, obviously as your mentor, I'm invested into your success. So I can tell you exactly how to get someone who's excited when they first get started, how to get them to set up this entire thing like completely. I can show you how to do that. It's not that hard. So if someone sets this entire thing up, okay, you can make upwards of $82.91 in residual income. That means that when they set up the entire 4%, $82.91 is what you can make from one referral. residual. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then here's what we would do. We would take 15,000. Okay, and so we're just gonna, is that 15,000? Yeah, I think so. And then we're gonna just do $82.91. Okay, and this is gonna give us a range of how many people it would take. So it would take about 180 people. Okay, 180 people. 180 people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it
That's a
is.
lot of people. Okay, $1,000, and then on top of that, some people are gonna cancel, some people are gonna refund. So you can even imagine that. I mean, but we're gonna keep things simple. 180 people is still a lot of people. Okay, it's a lot of people, a lot of work. Now, what we're going to talk about next is tech. Now, tech, really quickly, are you familiar with tech? Do you know tech? Have you watched the video?
Yeah, I have, man.
You watched the video?
Yeah, I have. Off
Okay,
the
cool.
Tech Academics website.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched them.
Okay, cool. So then you don't need to watch it again. So here's the deal. So when you open tech, okay, you now unlock 40%. You'll now add an additional $40 in your residual income, because you make $40. You make 40% from that $100. And by the way, it's that product in itself is really phenomenal. Honestly, I used to pay $100 for something called Inner Circle, and it was cool, but this thing is on a whole nother level. I mean, the quality, the people he's bringing on is not just a bunch of a bunch of clowns that are outdated. These are people who are killing it in the game, and you get to hear their story. You get to hear the one thing that helped them break through. You help them hear. I mean, it's just amazing the stuff that that Chris Rucker's putting together there. So, anyways, staying on topic. Okay, so now what happens is that your residual income now jumped from 82 to $122.90 is what you now can make if one person goes through the entire 4% and activates tech, which is a very likely thing to happen, especially if I show you how to do that. So here's the deal. If we take 15,000 now and we divide it by $122, which we would be basically saying if you upgraded to tech, okay? So if you upgraded to tech, okay, here's what would happen. So not a crazy jump, but it's still a jump nevertheless. Okay, so you go from 180 to $122. Now, impact. Have you checked out impact? Do you know what impact involves or no?
I'm not really in depth with impact.
Okay, cool. So impact is basically this. Okay, you're gonna be learning affiliate marketing, list building, social media marketing, Shopify e-com, search engine optimization, Facebook advertising, online branding, product launches, sales funnels, print on demand, digital deal making, work with outsourcers. I actually have it. Obviously, I have it because I bought it. But where's the thing at? Okay, cool. So really quickly, just so you can check it out, it's actually pretty cool. And this is actually like Chris Record actually sat down with the PHP person and he put all this together. So I mean, this stuff right here, like I bought like a $3,000 package back in the day, not too long ago, and it was nothing like this. Like, I mean, this stuff is like next level. I mean, next level stuff, man. Anyways, so let's say you decide to activate impact. What ends up happening is your ability to make more money right off the bat significantly increases. So it goes from $82 to now $922. Now, here's where you're going to see the really big jump. So we take $15,000 and we divide it by $922.90. All of a sudden, you have a tremendous. I actually met that guy. He's a Netflix producer, bro. There's so many cool people that you meet in Cali, man. Really cool people.
Yes. I want to live out there, honestly.
Yeah. Actually, you know what, dude? Yeah, man. I think Ty Lopez is having like a party like next month or something. I mean, I don't know if that's. I'll figure it out, and if you can come out, that'd be dope.
Dude, I'm down, dude. Give me the info, and I'm down, man. Honestly.
That's cool, man. Ty Lopez is also promoting this thing too. He's promoting Techademics. It's funny.
Really?
Yeah, he's promoting it. Yeah, I was talking to his brother. He's like,
he's gonna get crazy conversions.
Right. So anyways, so now it goes. All of a sudden, it goes from 122 to about 16 people that you would need. So it's a tremendous jump. This is what you call leverage. You know, you're using leverage to collapse time frames. So really, how long would it take you to get 180 people? Probably a long time. 122 people, probably a long time. 16 people, not so long. Okay, especially when you start doing some really cool stuff that you're going to be learning. So 16 people compared to 180, I mean, that's a huge jump. That's a lot of time being saved. So, and obviously now your income potential now goes from 82 to 922.90, right? And obviously there's another one called Masters. Okay, now we look at Masters. Okay, we already know how the matching millions kind of works. But if we
Yeah.
take 50,000 right there and we divide it by $4,800, okay, now all of a sudden you just need 3.1, which I mean, there's no such thing because you're not gonna like cut someone's leg and be like, oh, he's in too. So just say it's 4. But so all of a sudden 4 compared to 180, 4 compared to 180, that's huge leverage. That's huge leverage. But not only is that leverage, but also the leverage that you're going to be getting would be in me being heavily invested into this. Okay, where the hell am I at? Oh, there am I. 20%, right? I really want to. Honestly, you're a cool guy. So just kind of like you're more like my friend. I mean, this whole mentor thing. I mean, like mentor. Like, I just think you're my friend, and I want to help you. I really want to help you out. I've been able to in the past when I used to work for this company called iPass, which was I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but I was actually one of the coaches there, and I was in 1 month. Me and my wife were able to close out like $100,000 in sales. So
Wow.
we knew how to close high ticket commissions, and guess what? You could also leverage my experience, my skill set, my knowledge to help you better yourself, right? To help you better yourself. And then, so really, when you look at this whole thing, you're getting leverage 3 different ways. You're getting leverage with the college, okay? You're getting leverage with me being on your side. And then you're also getting leverage when it comes to your money and how much money you can make. So there's 3 ways you're getting leverage. So if you look at it that way, now that you have this full, broader understanding of how this actually works, then you have to ask yourself, okay? It's like you're the coach of the game right now. You're like the coach, and you gotta make a decision here with your team. You gotta obviously let them know. Now that you have a full understanding of what's happening, this helps you make a better decision. Now, we've talked about in the past that whenever you need to make a decision, you kind of just pull the trigger based on the full understanding. You don't just pull the trigger just because you're going to pull the trigger. So this hopefully paints a better picture and helps you better understand of what's actually possible, of what you can actually do, and how you can actually hit your income goal, which is $15,000. Okay, $15,000. Okay, that's how that would work. We're not even talking about matching millions. Okay, because let me tell you something. When you get to the matching millions, okay, and you make $100,000 in one day,
Game changer.
what does that do for your story? All of a sudden, now you can create a banner that says 22-year-old or 23-year-old or whatever makes $100,000 in one day. The story is what's going to make you money. So really, there's just so much that's happening. What do you think what happens when you want to start up a company and you have that under your belt? Well, I made $100,000 in a day. Investors are just going to pour their money into you. When you see the story, does a lot of things. So in the process of all of this stuff, you're also writing your history down. You're writing your story down. And that, at the end of the day, is way more valuable than what money can buy. Because your story is your story. It's your identity. It's what people will remember. It's what people remember. So hopefully this makes sense. Does this make sense?
Yeah, it really does, man. I really appreciate you laying it out for me.
No problem, man. Not a problem. I wanted to do this because I think that numbers, like that guy said, and honestly, I wanted to say I appreciate that guy who told me, which I don't know where he's at anymore. But I did get that piece of information, that piece of knowledge and wisdom that he shared with me, that everything needs to be articulated into numbers. When things are articulated into numbers, you can almost get anyone to invest any amount of money. That's what he told me. I was like, wow, that's interesting. So now the next step that we need to do, because there's always a next step, right? What is the next step? The next step is we need to figure out where on this do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself, number one, financially, what you can afford, okay? And the second thing is, where can we start making a killing already? Where can we start upgrading your members? Because you have members, dude. And guess what?
Yeah.
I want to help you upgrade those members, okay? I'm the type of guy that I'll do whatever it takes. I mean, I understand that we're running an online marketing business, but I'm not afraid to pick up the phone. I'm not afraid to get on these hangouts, Like, I'm running Facebook ads right now to 4% or whatever, and I'm running the Instagram and doing this, but anything to get a result, I'm willing to do. And I'm on your side, and I want to help you do that. So that sounds kind of aggressive, but it's not really aggressive. It's just I get really excited about this stuff because I know some people are like, "Oh, you're so aggressive," but I'm not really an aggressive guy. Honestly, you can ask my wife.
No, but I feel you, man. I definitely understand it. I mean, like I said, I'm really ready to push. I'm just at kind of a standstill where to start because, like I said, like I've never done the affiliate marketing, and pretty much all the members I do have pretty much solidly been like word of mouth. I mean, the solo ads got me a couple sales, here and there or whatever, but I'm trying to find that traffic source to really get that quality leads.
Yeah, no, I get you, man. But even with the word of mouth that you've been doing, those people are ready to buy. They're ready to buy way
Exactly.
more than if you find the quality traffic source because those people are going to take time to warm up. That's why you're planting your seeds. You're doing this. You're doing that. That's the reason why I'm building on my Instagram, running Facebook ads. But I know that those people, they're not going to buy right away. They're not going to buy master. They're not going to get in a hangout with me right now. But you have people, and those people could get upgraded. Now, if they get upgraded, you're going to miss out on that sale entirely because you're now in position to benefit from that. So I know that you're ready to go all in. So now, but what is your budget? Like, do you have the entire $12,000 that you could just throw in there and you're good to go, your money? Or
So yeah, the budget's tight with juggling what I'm doing, then like paying for school, and all that, then just daily, living or whatever, bills or whatever. But
yeah,
that's kind of the issue. I just don't have a full 12,000. Just be like, hey, here's 12,000. Everything else is gonna be okay. That not really on that level yet.
yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like you have to think realistic.
Yeah,
You have to be
exactly.
So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so the masters, being elite is not realistic at this moment, which is totally fine.
At this exact, I mean, I would honestly, with everything going the way it's going now, I could, because really what I want to do is split it with Warren. That's kind of the goal we're trying to shoot for right now. We just kind of want to go ahead and just both chunk in the 6,000 and kind of work out a deal on our back end since he's under me, but just kind of do it that way versus dropping 12 grand single handedly.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. So when don't you do? I mean,
which I think could be within a month or so.
No, that makes sense. So what I'm saying to you would be then, all right. So we have to think realistic. So realistically, you can't afford masters, okay? Because a lot of the money that's flowing in has to kind of stay in that circle because it's running multiple operations. I get it.
Exactly.
But what I mean then is, so then if we have to be realistically, then the next one would be impact. Impact would be $2,000. Is that something more that you can afford? Something that you can do right now, or does that put you in the same category that Master did?
I mean, I could do it, but it's kind of like if I'm gonna buy, I would rather go all in. That's kind of my thing.
No, I get it. You want to get all in and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Versus buying this for $2 grand and having to turn around and just buy the masters. I would just rather just bam, get all 3 products and just have it done.
No, that makes sense. I like the whole all-in mentality, but we have to have that realistic mentality as well. Mm-hmm. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, if you get up to the impact level, okay, that opens up another stream of income. We can start upgrading the members that you currently have. I know that you and Warren have something going on there, but here's the thing. Tomorrow's not promised, okay? Even though you're going to get it in 30 days, tomorrow's not promised. And if you can start making money right now, which you're in total position to start upgrading people, why not just do it? Even though you kind of committed to going all in, but you want to do it later. It's kind of like what Ty Lopez says. He says, we have this thing in our mind. I think it's called cognitive bias. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right, but he basically talks about how one of the things that hold us back is that when we make a commitment, right? We make a commitment, and then sometimes we don't know when to let go of that commitment. We don't want to change our mind because in our minds we made a public commitment, so we have to keep it. So this would be one of those cases. Yeah, you've made a commitment that you want to get all in next month, so it doesn't make sense in your mind to go and get rid of that commitment, because then you would violate your commitment that you made to yourself about going all in.
Exactly.
But the problem would then be, well, why not just change that commitment? Because you can start making money right now. You can actually make way more money right now, and you can actually get closer. You can be ahead of getting closer to the matching millions than if you did it 30 days later. Because if we start upgrading your members, you're in position to make more money. That's getting you closer to the matching millions. So if you can get closer to the matching millions right now, why wait 30 days? Now, of course, this is where the commitment issue comes. Well, I already made a commitment that I'm going all in. Yeah, you made a commitment. There's a lot of commitments I've made, but I've also realized that sometimes there's a time and place where you need to kind of change that commitment, and you need to just do something else that just makes sense right now. So realistically, it doesn't make sense to get all in. Totally get it. Realistically, it does. You can afford to get all in, but it doesn't make sense because you've already made a commitment. You got to check yourself, and you got to say, well, I can make money right now. Like Paulo can help me upgrade these members right now. We don't even have to wait till Vic comes out with another thing, because everything's in pre-launch. I can start making money right now. That money can put me closer to the matching millions, which means that you'll get the matching millions sooner than later. And what we're talking about here is $100,000. We're not talking about $10,000, meaning if you can get $100,000 right now, this is the real question. If you can get $100,000 right now, why wait 30 days later when you can get it right now? Even though it doesn't seem like that, because we're just talking about a couple $100 here that you would be making, you're increasing from 82 to 900. It's really way bigger than that, because everything has a compound effect. So, and again, it goes back to helping you taste that high ticket commission. If we get, we get 2 or 3 people into impact, you're gonna get a check for a couple $1,000s from Techademics. That's you tasting it, which we going back to that. So I mean, I'm not here to put any pressure. I'm just here to give you all of the full understanding, and then help you. And then all I can do is kind of guide you and recommend and suggest things. So the suggestion that I'm making is get all in up to impact. Don't wait till next month because you made a commitment to get all in, because you can be 30 days ahead now and closer to matching millions than if you waited later, and tomorrow's not promised. So that's the only thing I can do. So my recommendation and my suggestion for right now would be that. But of course, you ultimately hold the keys to your destiny, and you hold the keys to making decisions. So how would you like to do this?
I mean, I definitely understand where you're coming from. It's just, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I really wasn't expecting to really look at it this way, for one. But man, I was just really committed on the all-in idea, though. Yeah, like what you say. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I could upgrade the current people I have. I mean, it's really at this point only 8 to 9 people, but it's just like realistically, how fast would I actually get them to just jump on ship? And because then the thing is, a lot of these people aren't people that I would say are necessarily like already successful online. So it's just like I really don't know how they would really react to just be like, hey, y'all, just jump on board this 2K product.
Yeah.
Just so I bought it, or
Yeah. So again. So with those people, we're not necessarily talking about. I mean, they're not successful, so we can't really push the money thing with them.
Mm-hmm.
But the product itself should sell them on it. If it's positioned the right way, why wouldn't they invest into the college? Why wouldn't they invest into premium education? It's not like we're selling pie in the sky like Vic says, right? We're selling a tangible, real product. So, and then the next thing, a thing that, here's the thing. I remember when I first made my first high ticket commission. Okay, this person was like, they're basically hicks. Okay, I don't know if that's a term for like white people who live like, who are just white people who just you wouldn't think they have money.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I almost didn't do the call. And I remember I was doing like a new members hangout, and I was like, I'm just not gonna do it. It's not even gonna be worth it. And I remember that later in that call, when I'm doing the hangout, whatever, and I'm breaking things down, they're like, okay, so what do I have to buy? I'm like, well, you got to buy the $500 one. Okay, I just bought it. what's the next thing I have to buy? I'm like, well, the next one is the $1,000 one. Okay, I just bought it. Is there anything else I need to buy? And I'm like, I'm over here just like, no way, no way. I'm like just not even saying anything, right? And then they're like, okay, the next one, okay, $3,000. Okay, cool. Okay, I just purchased it, but it's saying that I have to send like an NDA form or something like that. So I'm just gonna send that tomorrow. And anyways, I made the assumption thinking that this person, like, why is this person gonna buy? This person's not really successful. This person doesn't even look like they have a lot of money. But you know, I'm glad that I didn't go off of my assumption, and I'm glad that I just did it. You see, you never know until you do it. Like we
True.
can come up with our own assumption, but it wouldn't be fair to your members for a couple of reasons. Because number one, they might have the money, and if they don't buy this, they're gonna get scammed by someone else. And it's like, oh damn, they just got scammed, and then they're not gonna get nearly as what they could have gotten with this. So we got to look at it from different angles, and we got to look at it from the point of view of we're helping people, because that's really what we're doing. Even with this, even this whole thing, aside from you making money and aside from me making a commission when you upgrade to one of these things, it's me really helping you. It's always been me really helping you. Even when you first got started with the 4%, there's some kind of resistance. You're like, oh, but you didn't really want to do it, and then. But eventually something happened and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to listen to this guy. I'm going to do it. And then what unfolded was you started getting results. So all of this is always being set up to help someone make a decision, to then helping them get what they didn't even think they wanted and they actually really needed it. So that's all I can say. I mean, no pressure. You don't have to get anything. You have to upgrade today. But what I would like to know, just so we can have I have to get going. I have to go somewhere too. But let's kind of like let's come to a conclusion. So then we're not just like, all right, peace out, and then we don't know what the hell is going on. So let's come to a conclusion. Okay, what do you want to do? And then from whatever you want to do, we'll move forward.
I honestly want to wait to go all in. Honestly.
Okay, cool. So you want to wait to get to go all in?
Yep.
Totally. Okay.
Okay,
cool.
It's just the 2K could be, I guess, more beneficial to me right now using it within the business than to, kind of bank on upgrading people to impact to kind of recover. Obviously I would get the knowledge too from the actual material in the course, but I just personally feel like at this point with the number of members I have, that it wouldn't be worth it at this exact moment.
Okay, cool. So
versus me going all in.
No, that makes sense. All right, cool. So here's one thing that I will offer, and this is only because I really like you, and honestly, I wouldn't even want to do this if it wasn't anyone else. This is honestly because I haven't done this with anyone. So I have a couple of Instagram pages, verified pages. Okay, that I have. How interested are you in building IG pages to then promote affiliate offers through it? Are you interested in learning that or not?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very interested in anything new, my man.
Okay, cool. So how about this? Okay, how about if you upgrade to tech, which is only $100, it's not even a big deal, and you're gonna get weekly training. That's stuff that you can listen to while you're going to college. That's stuff that you can listen to on your downtime. It's not gonna require you to stop what you're doing. So if you upgrade to tech today, what I'll personally do is I'll build out an IG page, and then once it's built out for you, I'll show you how to basically maintenance it. Like it'll only help. Honestly, it won't take any of your time. It'll only take maximum 1 hour a week to maintain this IG page, and you can let it grow as a way of you planting the seed. So I'll set everything up. I'll create the logo. I'll create the bio. The page is already verified, and then I'll basically, once it's all set up, I'll be like, all right, here's your IG page. Here's what you need to do to maintain it, and you're good to go. And that would be as a bonus. It's just a bonus that I would do because I really like you, and because you're awesome, and because I want you to start having that another traffic source to start bringing in 4% members that can start building up.
Hold on. Wait, sorry. I was already at the checkout page and Chris Record was talking.
Okay. Cool. Oh, you're okay. So go ahead and you're gonna upgrade right now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it, man.
All right. So upgrade right now. Once you've upgraded, okay. I have a question really quickly because are you coded to me when it comes to this or what?
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure. I'm pretty sure because I signed up. I did it initially directly through the 4%, but then I checked with you when we first started. And you sent me your specific link, but let me check in my back office. A second.
Yeah.
Go back a screen. Can I tell within my 4%? I mean, my Techademics back office.
Yeah. Let me see if we could.
Because I know it shows your yours under my 4%. Let me just make sure. Let's see here.
Okay, so when you click on the checkout
What's up,
page,
everyone? My name is
on the top, what does it say? Does it say equals the power couple?
Let me see.
First of
Hold
all,
on
let
one
me
second.
congratulate.
On the which page, like on where to check out where Chris Record?
No, on the domain page. So let me show you my screen. So like, do you see over here on the right here?
Okay, hold up. I have to get
Oh,
to that. I'm on the actual screen from the back office, which is not the same. Hold up.
It should say the power couple.
Give me 1 second.
You know, to make things easier, I think I could just give you my link.
Yeah, because I actually think I'm under you there. Because like I haven't signed up under anybody else. I definitely signed up directly. I'm just
So why
about
don't you
to
just? I mean, if you're under me, then just click on that link. It should take you. It should take you there, and you should be good. I just sent you a message on Facebook.
Okay. I'm on Facebook. A couple academics.
What's up, everyone? My name.
And then just click on what says click here to join Tech Entrepreneur Club.
Yep. Okay. I already have
First
an
of all, let me
account.
congratulate you on your decision to
Let me
join
log
the
in.
Entrepreneur Club. Tech is our.
Okay, remember. Okay, what the heck? It took me to a different page for some reason when I went to log in. Hold on a second.
What's up, everyone? My name is Chris Reck.
Okay, so when I'm clicking through and I hit already log in or already have an account, log in, it's taking me just to my back office and not to a checkout page. So I'm trying to see, is there a way just to go through it through my back end?
Oh, if you're in your back office, click on where it says. Can you see where it says My Products?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you click on My Products, it's gonna take you to this page where it says Access, Event Ticket, Tech, Impact. You see that?
Yeah, that's the page
All
I
right.
was on earlier.
Click on where it says Tech, and then where does it take you?
Okay. So yeah, it takes me to the checkout page.
First of all, let me.
But
Okay.
I don't see your affiliate ID is what I'm trying to make sure.
Just do it.
Okay.
You don't.
Because like I said, I've only signed up under you, so I mean, I'm 90,000,000% sure that.
Yeah, just do it. And then, anyways, if it doesn't work, I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's it's for me. Here's just do it, and I'll tell you why it's so important for me. It's not even about. I mean, the money's cool and everything, but just go ahead and do it, and then I'll tell you why.
Gotcha.
In a second. And then I'll keep my word. I'll build out that Instagram page for you, and then
All right. Put my number on 61. It's not letting me. Hold up. It's saying invalid number. I'm gonna try again. Processing. Okay, purchase successful. Okay, I just purchased it.
All right, cool, brother. I have to get running, man. Just send me a screenshot of it and then send it to my
Okay.
Facebook. Once you send it to me, give me 72 hours and I'll have that IG page built out for you.
No rush, dude. Just do it on your own time. You definitely don't owe it to me, man.
Hey, man, it's cool. I actually no, I mean, I don't worry about it, dude. I want to give it to you because it's because I want you to start building these pages out because they're going to be really powerful. I mean, they're going to take time to grow, but I mean, in the long run, you know, it's going to be one of those things that you can always rely on, and it works really good. So yeah, so give me 72 hours and I'll have that created for you. All right, dude.
Okay, cool, man. I'll send a screenshot over.
All right, man. God bless, man. Congratulations. You're now Tech TV, man. Check, listen to that stuff on your downtime. On your downtime, right? Listen to you on your downtime, dog. And just keep getting powerful, keep getting more awesome, and looking forward to meeting you in Vegas, dude. All right, take care, bro.
Cool, man. See you then.
All right, God bless.